Hi folks, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Sending prayers to the people of Taiwan after the magnitude 7.4 earthquake struck the island yesterday. Here's the latest update. So far, 9 people have been confirmed killed, and they're expecting that the numbers will climb. Injured was at least 963, according to Taiwan's fire department. The earthquake, which damaged buildings and caused landslides, was the largest to hit Taiwan in 25 years and was also felt in parts of China. There's evidently 70 miners trapped in 2 coal mines when the powerful tremor hit. Dozens are also trapped in rock quarries and highway tunnels. The earthquake hit about 15 miles south of Hawaiian County at 7:58 a.m. local time. Taiwan's seismological agency said that just within 5 hours after the main shock, there was 76 earthquakes. USGS has only 35 listed. The fire agency said 64 people were trapped in one coal mine and 6 in another, while rescue workers had lost contact with 50 people who were traveling in minibuses through a national park as the earthquake wiped out phone networks. Nearly 1,000 tourists and staff were stranded in mountains of Taikoa National Park in Hawaii. Local media reported that 3 hikers and 1 driver died after rock slides in the park. In the capital city, Taipei, several people were rescued from a partly collapsed warehouse. Strong tremors forced the city's subway system to close briefly. I bet you there's still parts that are closed because I have a photo here that I'll share of the damage to the rails. They're now saying that the magnitude 7.4 earthquake, the shaking lasted for more than a minute, and those injured is now up to 1,011. 40 flights were canceled or delayed, and around 14,000 households were without water, and 1,000 households were without power. Another report says that there has been over 201 aftershocks, many over a magnitude 5. Evidently, there in Taiwan, a 4-day holiday is coming up, and officials have warned residents to avoid visiting the tombs of ancestors, especially in the mountain, this weekend during the holiday. The holiday is called Qingming. One of the buildings that had partially collapsed, a brick building with glass windows called Uranus Building, was leaning heavily to one side. Residents emerged through windows and climbed down ladders, assisted by rescuers. The fire department said one person in the building had died, while around 24 others had been evacuated. Late last night, their time, construction workers used a crane to place huge concrete blocks around the tilting building to stabilize it. The county government opened up evacuation areas for the people where they could take shelter, such as a high school gymnasium, an athletic field, as the aftershocks continue to roll through the area. The earthquake is also going to disrupt chip makers that supply Apple and NVIDIA. TSMC, the world's largest maker of advanced semiconductors, briefly evacuated workers from its factories, but said a few hours later they were returning to work. TSMC fabrication factory evidently is along Taiwan's west coast, away from the epicenter of the earthquakes. Taiwan's culture of earthquake preparedness has evolved over the past few decades. Besides earthquake drills and strict construction requirements, this is probably why many of the people didn't panic during the earthquake. The largest earthquake that ever happened there in Taiwan was in 1999, a magnitude 7.6. That earthquake killed nearly 2,500 people. The mayor of Hawaii last night said that 4 of the most damaged buildings All the people had been evacuated, and demolition of those buildings had already begun. Officials in the Taiwanese Air Force said 6 F-16 fighter jets were slightly damaged in the earthquake, but they are expected to return to service soon. So I wonder what happened. The director of the Taiwan Seismological Center said aftershocks reaching as high as a magnitude 7.0 could strike the nation of 23 million people even 3 to 4 days later, and for people to be prepared. Sending prayers. I hope they find those tourists okay that were in the minibuses, and the coal miners, and the other ones that were trapped in the tunnels. Yeah, this is just so devastating. Please put your comments and prayers down below. Thank you for watching. Please like and share, and make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.